Okay, so imagine this. You have 10 days ahead of you. No talking, no checking phone, no writing or listening to music. The world goes quiet, and the busy noise of everyday life disappears. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, a young person who is trying to navigate her adult life in the most optimistic way. I've just returned from a life-changing journey, a Vipassana meditation retreat in Vietnam. It's challenging, it's profound, and it's deeply rewarding. In this video, I'll tell you all about my time at a Vipassana retreat. If you're thinking about trying it, or just want to know what it's like, I've got some tips and insights for you. So first, let's talk about why I took this trip. Like many of you, I was caught in the relentless pace of modern life. My previous careers and life were all consuming. The idea of disconnecting, of truly finding silence, seemed like a distant dream. But then life threw me some curveballs. I was burned out. I was confused. I was lost. Personal challenges and global upheavals made me stop and think, isn't there more to life than this constant chase? That's when Vipassana came into the picture. The thought of 10 days without a word spoken, without the constant buzzing of my phone, felt like a breath of fresh air I desperately needed. So what exactly is Vipassana? Vipassana is one of India's most ancient techniques of meditation. It was rediscovered by Gautama Buddha more than 2500 years ago and was taught by him as a direct path to realization and liberation from sufferings. Vipassana means to see things as they really are. One does this by observing the reality of their body and mind from moment to moment. Vipassana is a technique of self-observation, leading the practitioners to accept three universal truths. According to Buddha, all phenomena, including thoughts, emotions, and experiences, are marked by three characteristics, or three marks of existences: impermanence, anicca, suffering or unsatisfactoriness, dukkha, and not self or egolessness, anatta. Fully understanding and appreciating the three marks of existence is essential to realizing enlightenment and eradicating sufferings. Out of these concepts, impermanence is the easiest to grasp. It's what Vipassana initially focuses on, and what you will experience most during the 10 days. So how can you register for Vipassana courses? Firstly, visit dhamma.org, the official global website for Vipassana. This site has everything you need to know about Vipassana, such as the philosophy of this method, the Vipassana official centers around the world, and some resources for old students. One thing to note, the course is totally free. You can donate at the end if you want to support, but no pressure. To join the course, start by locating the nearest Vipassana centers you'd like to register with. Check out the location tab at the top of the website. Let's type my location, Vietnam. Here, you can see that the website mentions there is only one center. However, there might be additional locations that the website hasn't updated yet. Just click the Courses tab next to the center for all available courses. The link will open a new tab, which is the official registration site for each location. Scrolling down, you'll find different course information for various locations and their availability status. The next step is very straightforward. Simply click Apply for any course that aligns with your schedule and still has available slots. It will lead you to the application form page where you can fill out basic information. After submitting your application, you'll receive several emails requesting final confirmation and providing basic preparation instructions. Then you're ready for the trip. After receiving confirmation that you'll be able to join the trip, how should you prepare for it? The center will provide you with most of the basic things to help you be comfortable during the 10 days. Meals and eating utensils are also provided daily, so you do not need to bring any snacks with you. I would say most of the essential needs of your daily life would be taken care of quite well by both the centers and a lot of volunteers, so you can focus on your meditation journey. Here is the list of things I recommend you bring for the 10-day Vipassana course. Depending on the weather conditions, you can adjust the checklist accordingly. For instance, when I went during January in Vietnam, it was very hot with no rain, so I opted to wear a lot of cotton clothes. I also provide an optional list. Some centers will also provide these things for free. There are some items that are strictly not allowed. So even if brought to the center, they are to be deposited along with any other valuables for safe custody with the management on day 0 until the end of the course. How about mental preparation? One thing I would say, the Vipassana course is very hardcore. Typically, only half of the participants sustain until day 10. So, my advice is to be prepared for it both mentally and physically. Firstly, try to be very open-minded. You've come to the course for a reason, and whatever that reason may be, stay open-minded to new ideas and concepts. So keep your curiosity alive and try hard. Don't give up. During the course, you'll be sitting for at least 10 hours every day. It sounds simple, but trust me, your body will feel it. So if you can, try practicing sitting for short periods a few times a day before the trip. It'll definitely help. The daily schedule starts at 4 a.m. and ends at 9 p.m. So having the right schedule can help you avoid feeling exhausted. Also, if you're a night owl like me, definitely try to adjust your schedule a few days before the trip. So, if you can do these 3 things, stay very open-minded, practice sitting a bit, and try to sleep early, it would be enough to prepare you for the trip. Before I share with you what actually happens during the 10 days, it's important to note that Vipassana requires you to follow certain rules. The foundation of the practice is Sila, moral conduct. All attendees must follow 5 precepts. No killing, stealing, sexual activity, lying, or using intoxicants. All students have additional rules compared to new ones. All practitioners are also asked to observe noble silence at all times, which means no talking, no touching, and no non-verbal communication. There is also a separation between men and women to help you concentrate on the course. Vipassana also asks you to please be open-minded and accept the instructions of the teachers, refraining from performing any other spiritual and religious rituals. This ensures you can learn Vipassana in its purest form. You will also be asked not to do any exercises. In my experience, you will already be super tired to do anything else apart from meditation. There are also other rules to help you totally focus on the course, including no outside contacts in any form, staying within the course boundaries throughout, and no phones or recording devices allowed. Additionally, you should not write, read, or listen to music. These rules help your mind purify from any external stimuli so you can look within yourself. Let's delve into the part you've all been waiting for. What exactly happens inside the 10-day courses? The typical day at the Vipassana starts at 4 a.m. and ends at 9:30 p.m. In total, you may have to sit and meditate for about 10-11 hours with a few breaks in between. The picture on the right is of my center. I usually utilize this area for stretching and walking during the break. All the food provided is vegan, offering a lot of variety and nutrition. You have 2 substantial meals at 6:30 a.m. and then one at 11 card for lunch. In the evening, only milk and slices of fruit are served, no dinner. Initially, I felt hungry at night due to the fasting, but my body adapted over time. This is how the timeline of the course looks. In total, you will spend a 12-day Vipassana course. Day 0 is for registration and orientation, and the morning of day 11 involves helping clean up the center. Days 1 to 3 focus on Anapana meditation, observing the natural breath to develop concentration and mindfulness. On day 4, you officially begin learning Vipassana techniques, observing bodily sensations with equanimity to cultivate insight and awareness. Day 10 marks the end of noble silence, and you learn the new technique of metta, loving kindness meditation. Okay, so that outlines the timeline of the course. But now let me take you through my experiences, showing you what they're truly like in the most realistic way, every single day. On the registration day, I was so pumped. Just thinking about turning off my phone and detoxing from everything, super exciting. It's like hitting the reset button. How challenging could it be? Days 1 to 3 were all about learning to focus on my breath and stay aware. It was tough though. I kept falling asleep and felt really bored just sitting there for what seemed like ages. And my thoughts, they kept running wild. Trying to keep them under control was a huge challenge. Sitting for 11 hours straight was hard on my body. I had to move around a lot to find a comfy spot that didn't make me want to scream. Every day I found myself wondering, why am I doing this? I was so close to giving up because it started to feel really dull. However, those evening talks by the teacher were a bit of a highlight. They answered so many questions I hadn't even thought to ask. Suddenly, it all started to make sense. On day 4, we officially started to learn the Vipassana technique, also known as body scans. This meant staying perfectly still and tuning into our bodies. It hit me hard, making my neck and back scream in pain. Then came days 5 and 6, and wow, did things ramp up? Exhaustion clung to me like a shadow, and a deep ache settled in my bones. The ache for home? It grew into a longing so strong, I could almost taste it. I wanted to give up and go home. During days 7 and 8, I encountered profound moments of introspection. The meditation sessions brought up intense emotions and memories, leading to restless nights filled with vivid dreams. I felt real pain in parts of my body, like my heart and throat. These might be places I've been holding in a lot of feelings over the years. My teacher said, this is all normal, part of clearing out the mind and body. It's like doing a big cleanup to start fresh. The teacher used a powerful image, comparing it to being your own surgeon. In these 10 days, you're doing surgery on your mind and emotions without a doctor or any pain medicine. You're digging out old hurts by yourself. But as you clear away all the hurt and the feelings of wanting or not wanting, the clutter inside you disappears. you become stronger and ready to face life head on. And more than anything, I began to feel that lightness. On day 9, a transformation began. My body adapted, experiencing a free flow of sensations that felt like a light buzz. It was like energy flowing through me with each breath. My body felt lighter, as if a cluttered garage had been completely cleared out, refreshed and stronger than before. It felt like my mind and body were ready for a new chapter, like being reborn. Day 10 hit me right in the feels. We finally got to break the silence, and chatting again was just unbelievable. I got to know some amazing folks, each with their own story. We had people taking time off work, others getting over breakups, and a mom mourning her son. Some were just curious, others were on a quest for healing. We all dove into metta, this awesome meditation about spreading love and kindness. And when it was over, I just started crying. It was just so powerful to see how, despite everything, there's still so much kindness in the world. It left me with a heart full of hope and love, ready for whatever comes next. After returning from the trip, my outlook has profoundly changed. Firstly, I'm proud of myself for deciding to take a break from my career. It was a difficult decision, but it allowed me to pursue something I've always dreamed of. Secondly, I found a new sense of calm, strength, and love within myself. Now, I navigate life with an equanimity mindset, remaining undisturbed by the cacophony that once overwhelmed me. The practice of observing without attachment to outcomes or impermanence, a key teaching of Vipassana, has become deeply ingrained in me. I've started watching my reactions closely whenever big emotions hit and keeping up with my meditation every day. It's sharpening my mind and helping me stay steady, grounded, and optimistic no matter what comes my way. With this mindset, I can step into the unknown and face the uncertainties of life with a strength I never imagined. Would I recommend this experience? Absolutely yes. Whether you're drawn to meditation or just the idea of a digital detox, spending 10 days away from your phone and in silence is incredibly purifying for the soul. If you've been watching the video with me this far, thank you for listening to my story. Everything I've shared is from my heart, based on my own experiences. If you've been on a Vipassana retreat, I'd love to hear about your journey too. Please share your experiences in the comments. Let's inspire each other. And if you've never tried Vipassana but found this video interesting, why not give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel? Join me, Lynn, as I navigate the complexities of adult life, balancing ambition with inner peace. To all of you out there, I wish you safety and serenity on your own journeys. Remember, it's never too late to seek a moment of peace in this bustling world.